Demon King Tanjiro. So this is, if you don't read the manga, and you don't want to be spoiled, so I won't say it, but it's like he is sort of demonified. But so a bit of a spoiler. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast, right? Pretty complicated because he's got all these tentacles and bones and stuff, so take your time. It might be a long video. So center point of my page is about here. We're going to start in the center, right? And we're going to start with his eyebrows. So we're going to curve or a tick, like a check mark sort of line. So we're going to go up like that. I'm just going to thicken up the front, right? So just darken it up here, just so it's kind of thicker up here, right? He's frowning real heavily, so that's why I'm starting with the eyebrows, because the eyes are actually underneath. Right, you can just thicken this up down here. Okay. So his eyes come out from underneath, right? So we have a top eyelid coming across here. Right, and you thicken this up a bit. And then this is like, imagine this keeps curving, so it just comes down the front. And you could do it quite sketchy if you wanted like this to make it look a bit more like eyelashes. And then the bottom eyelid line is like a little V sort of thing that goes this way. And then his eye, angled eyes in Demon Slayer, not perfect circles, which makes it easier for us. And then he has a thin iris, like a cat-like iris, like that. And then he has like veins and things, demon style. Veins in there. And if you want like stress lines and things around his eye, maybe another eyelid line just across the top. Right, and we'll pretty much do the same thing over the other side. So we'll just go across. You kind of want them the same level. Like so. And then this comes down like this V sort of bottom eyelid line. And then the inside of his eyelid line there. And then his angled iris, like so. Thin, cat-like pupil. And then we'll put the veins. So like they're like letter Y's and sort of stuff just like this. Okay. Now he does have some like wrinkles and stuff on his nose. Like so. And his nose itself just down here, so it like curves out back in. And sometimes there is this hatching sort of on the bridge of the nose coming down like that. And then his nostril, just there. Pretty simple. He's gritting his teeth, right? So we've got kind of an open mouth, right? So we'll just do the top. It's pretty close to the nose, right? So it comes across here. So it looks like he's just smiling kind of, but then it comes down around. We'll open it up with adding the bottom lip. So it kind of like, it looks like a banana or something. That kind of shape, like a boat or something. And then there's big fangs inside here. So he's got these big fangs on the side of his mouth. And then some teeth lines coming across. And a bit of a shadow in the corner. And then underneath bottom lip, they have that triangle shading sort of underneath. And then his chin. So we go, yeah, we'll just go here. Okay. So it's kind of like Naruto's sort of nine-tailed fox sort of thing going on. Put some lines around his eyes just here as well. Right, so we go for his jaw. Up the side here. Right, jaw is kind of in line just with the edge of his eye and maybe like tip of his nose just there. And this will start to curve gradually just around. We'll go as far as the eyebrow because that's where his sort of hairline will start, right? So then we start to have these sort of zigzag lines like this on the side of his, where his hair meets his skin, right? And then it goes the other way here. It's kind of like a part in the middle there, and then it goes back the other way. Okay, and like this whole space is even bigger than this, so like chin to the middle of the eyebrows will bring it close to the top of his forehead, but because he's like leaning forward, this is like bigger than this by a little bit, just a little. So I'd say like halfway is probably like top eyelid to chin. So like here to here is about the same as here to here, roughly, nearly. Just above the eyebrow there is about halfway. Okay, if you're wondering how big to make the forehead. Then veins. Right, and one coming down like the side of his face as well. And then he has the scars, those marks that have not been really addressed in the anime yet, but so I won't say anything. It's this kind of fire coming down. Comes across his nose, spikes and stuff up underneath his eye. Like so. Right, and then hair spikes. And we do have to draw in Tanjiro's like hair color. You kind of have to draw it in. But we'll just get in the main shapes first. This one kind of sticks up here. So all these hairlines growing out this way, okay? Some more sticking out here. Okay, so in each of these, there's like dark black, right? So, and you kind of have to draw them in because it's kind of characteristic Tanjiro hair. So we'll just add this red ruby sort of burgundy red kind of thing, right? So in here is red. Here. Right, so the outside is red, inside black. So it's like you're just adding these highlights to the outside of the hair. There's like lightning kind of thing here. Okay, and then, so black all in there, red on the outside. So then his earlobes with his earrings hang down here. These earrings are just rectangles. And then you have these edges to them. You got the land, like a hill, and then the sun with the rays of the sun coming down this way. Quintessential Japanese imagery. The land of the rising sun. And then attached to his ear. Right, so anatomy now. So complicated stuff. So he's kind of hunched over. Right, so say the center line for his chest kind of bumps down this way, and you got like buttons just here. And this has, you know, textures on it like that. And then his pocket, his white pocket is here. So he's real hunched over. And then his cloak, so his cloak is ripped and torn. So this sleeve is ripped, right? So his shoulder will go off this way. He's got all these sharp tentacles and stuff, but we're just drawing the sleeve and we can erase anything that covers his arm. So one shoulder here. The other one still has his green and black kimono on. So kind of comes down from his ear here. And flies off here. We got a hand there and like chest sort of stuff here, side of his body. And like his arm in here. So this is like shoulder and bicep going this way. And then his arm in there, right? So he's belt coming across here. Right, so just belt section and a buckle in the middle, like just a rectangle. Okay, and then the top of it will go here, and there's all bumps and stuff on this. We do the buckle first. So it's got a clip. Like so, and then some straps that are holding it onto his trousers. The belt connected here. And edge lines. And some holes Another one here. Give it another edge there, there. And then his legs. So we'll go, legs are like going this way, right? Just outstretched real far. And then the center line for his pants kind of bumps around all these fold lines here, and this one bumps around this way. And then we have these fold lines that go across his pants this way, and then line going that way. So this will go across here as well. Right, so we'll finish the arms now. So shoulder muscles, he's quite muscly in this. So shoulder muscle here, there, and then like tricep comes out here, right? And then you'll have like bicep muscle and a deltoid muscle there. And of course there's like veins and things on his arms. Some of this arm is covered by a big sharp sort of tentacle thing. But we will just draw in the forearm. So we got elbow here, and then forearm. Comes sort of down this way, right? Arm goes off here, and this is like hand, right? Goes down that way. It's like more arm muscles and stuff all in here. And again, some veins and stuff just coming across his skin. There, okay. So the other arm is hidden by his kimono. So it'll go this way. It'll just sort of wave and bump out here. It's kind of ripped at the bottom. So it spikes across like that, and then the sleeve comes out here. The sleeve comes out there. And so then this will go across here. And then white sleeve just here, and his thumb starts to come out this side, right? So his thumb here with a big spiky claw on the end. Of course, there's all those green and black boxes in there, but we'll just finish his hand first. Like so. And then his hand comes down like around here, and he's doing this gnarly sort of finger thing. So there's a knuckle here, it comes to a sharp point, and then we bump it around. The next one, sharp point. Your fingers have three sort of segments. Right, so like 1, 2, 3. 2 knuckles in each finger. And then the next one, palm of his hand kind of there. Maybe one more finger just here, sticking out. So 1, 2, 3, missing a finger. So in here, just in behind. Like that. And then the rest of that kimono kind of just flaps down this way. And I'll draw in all the green and black, right? So we'll go just these sort of boxes. We'll do the horizontal lines first, right? So you just go down like his body here, or his arm going this way. And then, so then these lines will go wave and bump, just going down this way. in underneath his sleeve here. There's like a sleeve line. So this goes that way. This goes this way. So like this. So you have to do them kind of wavy or it won't make sense, you know, because this fabric is wavy. And then we'll do the cross ones, try and break them up into boxes now. Right, so you'll have like green, black, green. And then this comes across. Like so. Okay, so now all these tentacles and spikes and things, right? So small black ones and then large white ones. So they're like bones and stuff. Right, so we got like these sharp spikes coming out here. Basically bones. So this comes out here. Right, and you can add like edge lines to these and stuff, some textures. So this then, 3 of them, and then we get these massive tentacles, right? That start to come out from behind his back. So so we'll go okay, so there's like these tubes, so we'll add them first and then add the spikes, right? We'll just draw the general sort of direction. So this goes up, down. Where does this go? This goes like off the page here, right on the other side of it, this way. There's all spikes coming off all this, but we'll just get in the shape, right? So one there, one coming out from here. You go down this way, and he's got a big spike coming across his arm. So we'll go with the other one. Let's see. Coming out from behind his head here, right? So it'll go off that way, and then it'll come back in here somewhere, but it goes behind a big spike here, right? There's like another something coming out from behind his back there. So we'll do these big spikes. So there's like a big spike coming across his body this way, right? Goes up there and around, okay? And then this has all these spinal sections that go just like around like this, right? So there are all these like just bones. Right, and they kind of go back in behind his body. Up here, so like say each of these will be like a spike, and they kind of like wrap around like this. in behind there, like all this texture and stuff. Right, and then like some more bony sections on this. Right, like that. So then this comes down around his body again. So like a smaller spiky one, tube, which goes off that way. Okay. Right, so then we've another one of these things coming across his body over here. So it like comes across his arm. That's that tube. And then comes across like his arm here. So we'll go just like, it goes right across his leg. And then back across the elbow. Up to here, back in. Like that, and you like erase this line obviously, but we'll just add some of these textures and stuff for the bone. Lots of these sorts of circles, and I think they're kind of holes in it or something. Right, so then this tube goes rolling down that way, and that means there's loads of bone coming out from behind here. Yeah, it goes over this one. Right, and goes back into his body up here somewhere. So we'll go. So we'll just add these kind of bony sections, right? So like they all, it'll go off my page this way then, and then this goes back in, and the next one here. Right, so that goes off and comes back around. Then these tentacles have all spiking. So we'll do the curves on them first, and then we'll add some spikes. Right, so all these ones. So always like with characters like this stuff always gets like real complicated when they do lots of these details and stuff. But I'll try and simplify it for you as best I can. So just adding these kinds of tubing lines. Right, and then it has like all spikes coming off, right? So each sort of one of these sections has like these sort of spikes coming off the side. So they're weapons basically. Right, so then you just have to decide what's going to be underneath, what's going to be on top. And once you decide that, you can erase any lines that you go over. So say the way I want this barb to be over his arm, so I'll erase those lines for his arm inside there or color over them. There's another tentacle here. Right, and maybe like some more of his green costume. His kimono just there. Okay, but that's it. That is how to draw Demon King Tanjiro. Complicated one. Hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.